On the left.
You look to your left.
Right here, please.
Straight ahead. Isabelle. Thank you, big smile. And to the right, please. Paul, down here.
Here we are, up here.
Paul, Isabelle, right here, please.
She's almost like a prototype. She does not exist most of the time in fiction, and certainly not in reality. She's interesting because she's not a victim, and she's not a classical revenge avenger on the other side. Like she takes the gun and shoots the guy. She's in between. She doesn't want to be a victim, and whatever happens to her, she wants to turn that into something that she can take control upon. She's a free spirit. She's a survivor.
On top. Paul, right here, please.
And this way, please.
Look up top.
Right here, please.
Think of the smile.
I would say from a drama point of view, it's a thriller in that respect that she wants to find out who was the masked person that raped her, and the movie as such is, let's say, understandable till 2/3 when she finds out who the rapist is, and then of course the movie takes let's say a completely un-American road, because American-wise it would have been a revenge movie. The third act would be her taking revenge on the man who did this to her, but that's not what happens. It goes in a diametrically opposite direction, and I think that is the reason that it would be for some people difficult to accept.
I think I approach her very instinctively, intuitively, without thinking that much, actually. Yes, what appeals to me is the way Paul Verhoeven makes his way among different genres, but at the end of the day, you don't have one genre in particular, like in life, you know. In life, you can't say that life is a comedy, you can't say like life is a drama, like life is most of the time a little bit of all that. And in that sense, even if you can't really say it's a realistic film, because you can also think it's almost like a tale or a fantasy, but on the other way, it's totally believable, because by avoiding putting his film in one genre in particular, he's closer to life in a way, you know. So I love the way he makes his way through all these different kind of these multiple layers.
Prepare for the movie, of course, you do that all. That's all director's work. But ultimately, at the moment that we came to the set, I left it to her. I think because it's Isabelle Huppert, you follow her. Although you might not sympathize always with her, you might even be a little bit astonished, but because she's such an authentic actress, and you follow her, you think, oh, this person, this woman, this specific woman might be able to do the things that she's doing.
Ladies and gentlemen, one right here.
Can I get the three of you up here, please? Can I get Isabelle? Can I get the three of you up here, please? Up here, all of you up here.
This way,
Look up here.
All three up top.
On one film, in Elle, for example, this woman runs a video game company. She's a woman of power. On Hansen-Love film, she's a philosophy teacher. She lives in the world of ideas. But in both films, you have a cat, which is very important. You have crazy mothers, which is very important too. And in both cases, for whatever different reasons it is, you have non-victims women. I mean, in that respect, they are similar.
That's me too. Paparazzi. I live on paparazzi energy. Let's. Which film would you like to talk about?
There's a character that is loosely based on your
Everybody here, please. Everybody.